When Jacob Held God by Lindsey, an adaptation of Genesis 32, verses 22 through 32.
I waited alone for the terrible morning.
I could see he was afraid. I waited with him.
I imagined my brother's face, twisted with rage and bitterness, swearing revenge. I remembered the tears in my father-in-law's eyes as I rode away from his house with all that was most important to him. Would death be waiting for us in the morning? Maybe I deserved it, after all my deception, but not my family. What would happen to them? It felt like something was on top of me, pressing me into the earth. I pushed and turned, but I could not move the weight, and I kept seeing faces.
When his fears had reached a fever pitch, when a world's worth of worry had gathered on his chest, I stepped in. I appeared, arms grabbing onto him, legs bearing up against his force, waist twisting in his hold. He grabbed back. We were locked, both struggling.
Suddenly it was someone that I was writhing under. My fate had not waited for me to come to it. It was here, tonight. I jerked and pushed and struggled against the stranger.
I could not let go. He was holding on with all his might, but there was something else holding me there. I could not break from the hold of love. I loved Jacob so much that it would not let me separate myself from him, even in this struggle.
But wait, there was something familiar here. I recognized some feeling, some strange memory of another night many years ago came to me. Was this the same night visitor from before? Now, the fear moving my limbs was joined by confusion and strange desire. Even when it hurt, I could not let go. I didn't want to let go.
He was burning with emotion, fear, shame, anger, need. There was a lot to be answered for. But instead, we remained struggling in a violent embrace beyond words. We wrestled that way all night until I finally said, "Haven't you had enough? It's almost morning." "No," he replied and held on tighter. "I want to be blessed." "From now on," I said, "you will be called Israel, because we struggled together through this difficult night." And he was blessed.
The stranger broke the silence of the struggle. I hadn't noticed the sun rising.
I released him then, and I could no longer see him, but I could still feel his hold on me, lighter now, but there, a lingering pain, reassuring in a way, pulling down on my hip.
"Bless me," I told him, and would not let go. And then he asked my name, and I asked for his. "Do you have to ask?" The stranger replied. That was it. In that second, it all locked into place. I could see. It was God. "Now your name will be Israel," he said, and I was blessed. Tired from the struggling, we walked out into the morning,
leaning on one another.
Friends, amid all the struggles in this world, may we dare to wrestle faithfully as needed, knowing that God is held to us by a love that will not let us go. by a love that will not let God go. Amen.